about righting that wrong and showing everyone that he deserves to be at the top level. So in his head, he's going to be thinking, I'm going to go into this fight with Ezra and I'm going to show everyone he's not on my level.
Yeah, and look, I mean, compared to what he's done to what Ezra's done, he's probably a level above. Where do you have him? Obviously, look, I think Callum Smith's the top dog. Anthony Yard maybe second. Obviously, Anthony Yard fights Benavidez on Saturday. But where do you have Willie in the picture in terms of British light heavyweights? Around Lyndon Arthur maybe, or?
For me, you've got to have him 4 or 5, and that fight with Lyndon would be incredible. But like you, I've got Smith at number 1, but then obviously we've got Buatsi and Yard. It's hard to put this, it's hard to split those two, and fingers crossed we get to see that fight one day. But Willie's got to be 4 or 5. He's got so many attributes that he's going to cause absolute nightmares for any fighter out there. And from the looks of it, he's getting better and better. And like I said, for me, it looks like his mentality is getting better. He seems like a happy fighter, and that's what you want.
This is a very general question, but there's a lot of people that talk about the state of British boxing. Some people say it's great, some people say, okay, one second, some of the events in Saudi have taken away from some of the big fights here. Where are you on the state of British boxing? I always feel like I just came from a stadium fight a few days ago. There was another big arena fight. Oh, she's going to say something important here. Where are you on the state of British boxing right now?
Listen, people that are saying that British boxing is not thriving, you're not a real boxing fan.
Okay,
You've not been paying attention.
Good.
I remember when I was younger and we used to watch boxing every weekend.
Leisure centres.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, it's different gravy these days. If you're a boxing fan today, you're lucky, let me tell you, because I remember when I used to go to all of these shows, it was small hall shows all the time. These massive arenas that we get in, these stadiums, it's another level. We should be so grateful. I'm buzzing to be kind of working in this industry, but also as a fan of boxing, I really think if you're saying that British boxing isn't doing amazing right now, I'm not sure what you're watching.
Agreed.
I'm really not sure.
I couldn't agree with you more, because I feel like we've gone from having a big show every 3 or 4 months to what feels like a big show every couple of weeks, if not every week.
You know what it is? We're spoiled.
That's what
we're spoiled. We had a year or so where it was crazy, really. It was like a film. Maybe it slowed down to some point, but still, these shows that we're getting, this one in particular, this Magnificent 7 show, all of these fights are 50-50 fights. And if you don't know a name, get on Google and look them up, and you will see how good these fights are. Incredible fights. And it's one show after the other at the moment. That's how it feels. You can't make plans for the weekend, because every Saturday there's a show that you need to tune in to watch.
Yeah, I look behind me and I can see the names all making their way to the table. I mean, you've got Nathan Heaney there, who knows going to bring a racket, all his fans from Stoke. You've got Thompson versus Pauls. I mean, it really is Davis versus Miller.
Davis versus Miller could steal the show. It could steal the show. And when you're saying that about, what's that, the third fight down, you know it's going to be a good show. It
is a good card, isn't it? Again, goes down January the 24th right here at the Carp Live. Let's just sort of circle back, if you like, to Moses Itauma. They do have to slow it down a bit, don't they? Now that we're not going to do the Mike Tyson record, let's build him properly.
You know what, I think what we do as fans, and specifically as British boxing fans, we get so carried away.
That was incredible, this performance.
And this is the thing, looking at him there, it's so hard not to get carried away. Me personally, I love a heavyweight that moves like a middleweight, and that's what we've got in Moses Itauma. Looking at him, it's hard to see how many people would handle him, his skill, and also his mentality. He's incredibly mature, as you know, you've been speaking to him today. But I think, like I said, at first, I think a lot of people were talking about that Hrgovic fight. For me, that's a little bit of a step too far.
Yeah.
Queensberry are known for their matchmaking, and they're going to do it right with this guy, and that's what we need. We don't want to make any mistakes. This guy could be the future of the sport, so let's get it right.
It's crazy. When I first saw him, must have been a couple of years ago, I was like, I don't know if you're big enough. And all of a sudden, he's grown 2 inches and he's put on like 20 pounds. And now he looks like a big heavyweight.
He does look like a big heavyweight, but also I do think that we're coming into this new generation of heavyweights where you haven't got to be a giant anymore.
Yeah.
You haven't got to be a Klitschko anymore. It's about, well, you know, it's Usyk.
He's the one, isn't he?
He's shown us that if you've got the skills, if you can move, if you go in there with the right boxing IQ, then you can dominate, and that's exactly what he's done. So for me, I think, we're in this new generation now where really it's about you as a boxer, not just this giant who happens to box. And I think for a while, especially when I was younger, that's where we were. It was all of the heavyweights, especially the ones in the top 10, were just pure giants. They were massive.
Now we're getting smaller heavyweights that can move. Fabio Ward is a great example of that as well. What are the next 12 months looking like for Moses if he were to come through this one, January the 24th? Are we ending the year? I know it's a bit of a crazy question, but are we ending the year with a world title shot?
You know what? I think I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk's belts get separated.
Yeah.
And if so, why not? Why not? Because we all know these governing bodies can do some odd things, so those belts could end up anywhere. And if they do, there's no reason why Moses can't go and pick one up. I think after this fight, let's say he comes through with flying colours, I think he will. There's absolutely no reason why he can't start looking at a few of those fighters in the top 6.
Yeah. Imagine Moses versus Dubois or Moses versus Fabio. I know they're in the same camp. I know. Someone's got to leave camp soon, I'm telling you. Someone's got to leave camp soon. But those are the big all-British showdowns that could be for world titles next year.
Jumping back onto this whole where is British boxing thing at the moment, look at those 3 names you've just mentioned, and they're just 3 of the huge names out there in British boxing.
I haven't mentioned AJ Fury.
This is it. Moses Itauma, Fabio Wardley. Can you imagine that fight?
Crazy.
Let's look 12 months down the line. Those 2 headline. They could headline Wembley easily. And you've got someone in Moses who is technically, to look at, beautiful, phenomenal. If you're into your sweet science, he's the guy. And if you like pure war, if you like one punch KOs and danger, Wardley is your guy. Imagine that fight in the future. Obviously it's hard, like, look at me, I'm getting carried away. But this is how exciting boxing is at the moment, especially in the UK and especially in the heavyweight division.
Before I throw to Dev, one more question. I know they're telling me Ade throw. I don't think I'm going to speak to you again before David Benavidez, Anthony Yard, and before Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes, obviously both part of the Queensbury stable, Noakes and Yard. How do you think they get on?
Oh, you're really putting me on the spot there. Obviously, I am Team Yard, but he's called the monster for a reason. He's called the monster for a reason. But listen,
the lion versus the monster.
That's it. But listen, we're in a generation where it doesn't matter if you lose. You can go on and you can fight again, and there's loads of fights in that light heavyweight division. So
yeah, Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes.
I think Sam Noakes is underrated, but I equally think Abdullah Mason could be the future of the sport.
Yeah,
in one of the lighter divisions. He is such a fan favourite because he's got that technical ability, but he also really wants to tear up. And he goes into that centre of the ring and he tries to control it and he tries to go for the finish, which you don't often see when somebody has that technical ability. Normally they're happy to kind of let someone come to them. Like I said, it's a tough one because I do think Noakes is underrated, but I think he's in there with someone a bit special this time.
This is wonderful, isn't it? Why can't they do this more? Why can't me and Ruth be on broadcast more with each other? All right, it's time to throw it to Dev Sani to get this Magnificent 7 press conference underway. Dev.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Manchester for today's press conference. And this show, is a little bit special. This one is a celebration. 45 years. Let me just say that number again. 45 years. For nearly half a century, Frank Warren has dedicated his life to the sport of boxing. From the small halls of London to the grandest stages in the world, Wembley, Vegas, New York, Riyadh, Manchester, you name it, he's done it. With unwavering self-belief, resilience and vision, he changed the sport of boxing forever. He brought British boxing into living rooms across the nation and gave fighters the platform to become superstars. From Frank Bruno to Prince Nassim Hamed, from Joe Calzaghe to Ricky Hatton, Tyson Fury to Daniel Dubois, all of these fighters have shone under the tutelage of Frank Warren. And now here we are, 45 years later, the passion still burns as fiercely as ever, and the mantra never changes. Build the legacy, back the fighter, embrace the challenge, and deliver for fight fans. And on January 24th, this is exactly the sort of fight card that Frank Warren has become known for and has been the hallmark of his Hall of Fame boxing career. The Magnificent 7, headlined by a young Moses Itauma, being touted for the very top, being guided to the top of the sport. He's back, the unbeaten heavyweight sensation, and he's supported by so many brilliant title fights featuring some of the best fighters in the country. We will, of course, be live around the world on the global home of boxing, DAZN, from right here, the Co-op Live in Manchester. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Magnificent 7. Let's start with Frank Warren. And Frank, 45 years, where has the time gone? And what a way to mark it with a show like this.
Time's flying by. been a great journey. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I still am. And here we are in Manchester, which we've had some fabulous fights over those 45 years with the latest Magnificent 7. I think it's the first time we've had one on DAZN. We started this concept 15 years ago, and it's been very, very successful. And I'm absolutely so pleased to be doing still what I'm doing. I enjoy every moment of it, with working with these great fighters and this great sport that we've got, delivering fantastic cards.
And you've got Moses Itauma in the headline, sat next to you there as well. I mean, you've seen so many heavyweights over the years come and go. Just how special is he, and how important is this fight?
This is an important fight for Moses. You know, here's a young man, 20 years of age. He'll be 21 by the time this event takes place. He's ranked #1 with the WBA and the WBO after 13 bouts. No amateur experience as a senior. And he's done magnificently well, and he's in now with a real seasoned campaigner in Jermaine, 24-2, 2 losses on his record against a very good Dillian White and an AJ, and he went the distance with him. So can Moses do what they couldn't do? Jermaine fancies this job, that's why he's here. And this is a big moment for young Moses in his career. But I believe in him, and I believe he'll step up, and I believe that he'll deliver.
Thank you, Frank. I'll come back to you later on a couple of the fights, and let's go through it. As you can see, so many fighters up here. We've got a busy table. It is the Magnificent 7. I want to get a word from Michael Ridout from DAZN first here, and this is how Queensberry kick off their UK shows in 2026. What a start.
Unbelievable. And look, it's just another brilliant fight announcement. And a part of another brilliant fight week that we're actually in. The dust has not really settled on the weekend, and we're already looking forward to the Ring 4 card in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this weekend, headlined, of course, by Queensberry's very own Anthony Yard, as he looks to wrestle the WBC light heavyweight title from America's David Benavidez. That event, of course, is live and exclusive worldwide, only on DAZN. But back to this one, I mean, look at the tables. I mean, there's quite a few tables here, and some amazing names, of course, headlined by Moses, and as you say, it's a fitting celebration of Frank's 45 years. And what Frank has consistently shown through his time is that he can develop a boxer's career better than anybody. And we're seeing that right before our eyes with Moses. 13 fights, 13 perfect fights, 13 perfect victories. But I know this guy on my right is not just coming for a paycheck, he's coming to upset the apple cart. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be Moses' biggest test, it's his best test. And it's just a brilliant event as part of your DAZN subscription. We announced a whole slate of events last week, actually. So Q1 is looking incredibly strong. The rematch of Wood-Warrington, which I'm excited for, that'll take place in February. But look, this event, January 24th, Co-op Live, headlined by Moses against Jermaine. I can't wait.
Neither can I. Let's talk about some of these other fights. And one I'm very excited about, which sort of popped up from nowhere, is Akib Fiaz against Jordan Flynn. And Jordan, I want to start with you down there, because I watched an interview that you did, and you said, Akib Fiaz, I'd love to smash his face in, to be honest. It's definitely a fight that I win. So talk to me a little bit about this fight and why you want to smash his face in.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to Queensberry, a massive thank you to Frank Warren, George Warren, Lee Eaton, my management, S-Jam, for getting me on this big card. Yeah, it's a fight that I believe I'll win. It's a fight that I've called for, and it's a fight that I've got literally straight away, so I'm happy about that. I just flew in today from Dallas, actually, on a 10-hour flight, just landed. I wasn't going to come today because it was quite far, but I wanted to make sure that Akib has lost a bit of weight, because I see him a couple of weeks ago and he was fat as fuck. So I'm happy to see he's lost a few pounds. It looks like he's going to make the weight. But yeah, I think it's a good fight. It's a very good fight. I think our styles go together well. I think it will be an interesting fight. It might be the best fight on the card, one of them. So I'm looking forward to it. But it's a fight that I definitely believe I'll win. And I feel like I'm better than him in every area.
Well, let's bring in Akib Fiaz. There's accusations here of being fat a couple of weeks ago. He said he's going to smash your face in an interview. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we all know how boxing works. It sounds like he's trying to persuade himself. It's definitely a fight I believe I'll win. Carry on trying to persuade yourself. I'm glad you're away in Dallas, Texas, training hard. And hopefully in January, when I smash you to pieces, you won't have any excuses. Anytime he stepped up, he's been beat. He's been in one proper fight, and he got knocked out by my mate Cameron Vung. You all know me and my mate Mr. Murphy here give you all a great fight last time. I'm in proper fights. I've been in proper fights from day one. Anyone around the Manchester circuit knows that, and he's not ready for this.
Can I just add, actually, I didn't get knocked out. I was actually in a 50-50 fight on the scorecards, and the ref ended the fight when I was on my feet. Didn't even get knocked down. But this guy...
You went down. You got knocked down twice. Come on,
this guy was out cold, face first. I think you even fell out the ring.
He's just making things up now, isn't he? Oh.
He was face first out of the ring. And also, actually, another thing, I want to know, how much are you offering for these dives?
Listen, you will see in January. You're not on my level.
It's a genuine question. How much
you're not on my level, and you can...
Because this is a real fight. There's no diving happening here. There's no money you can bring to the table that is going to make me make a dive.
My last opponent sat next to me. You can ask him. We put a great fight on for the Manchester fans.
Yeah, I think you lost that fight, to be honest.
They all enjoyed it. And, you know...
Yeah, you shouldn't have got that decision.
The only one here that's won fights against people winning records is me. You boxed nobody.
You tried offering...
Go through his record.
You tried offering people money to take a dive. That's what you're known for.
Not really,
trying to make people do that.
If that was the case, I wouldn't be here, would I?
No, that's why you got dropped by Matchroom.
No, I'm not being dropped by Matchroom.
Why are you here then? What are you on about?
Because Frank Warren...
Because you got dropped.
That's actually a banned word at this press conference, Matchroom, so let's
yeah, no, but listen, Akib, you're here because I called you out. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be here.
Not necessarily, Jordan.
Let's be real.
The fight was made, it was offered to me, and I said, no problem.
You said no for defending.
We all know how boxing works. I was looking at people ahead of me, and he was looking at me because I'm ahead of him, let's be real. The guys ahead of me wasn't available, and here we are.
Okay, let's, because there's a lot of other fights here, let's get a final word. Akib, tell Jordan what's going to happen.
I'm going to knock him out.
You're right to reply, Jordan Flynn.
Yeah, I'm not going to be taking no dive, so whatever money you're trying to offer me, I'm not accepting it. So you're in for a real fight. Expect a hard night's work.
A real fight indeed. Thank you very much, Jordan Flynn. Akib, Fiaz, let's move to the lightweight division. The appetite is wet. What a good start to the press conference. Let's talk about Alex Murphy and Josh Holmes. Now, Josh, I saw a message on your Instagram, and you said it's time to show why you deserve to be on this platform. Big moment for you coming up.
Yeah, exactly. I've done it the hard way. I'm 17 and all now, but I've been working on these small hole shows, and I've finally got this big opportunity, and I just can't wait. I'm absolutely buzzing. As soon as Kevin Marie messaged me with the opportunity, and I've not stopped smiling since, to be honest. So I'm just ready. I'm ready to put on a good performance and show why I belong here.
Now, your opponent, Alex Murphy, has been in with some good fighters. One of them sat next to him. What do you make of him?
I've seen a little bit of Alex before, yeah. You know, we've actually done some rounds together, probably a couple of years ago now. But it don't bother me too much. I just know how good I am and how switched on I'll be on the night. And like I said, I'm just excited, and I'm going to show everyone who Josh Holmes is.
Alex Murphy, it sounds like we're going to find out who Josh Holmes is on January the 24th. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's his big opportunity coming on the big stage, and you can see why he's took the fight. But yeah, I've been here a couple of times before now in very close fights, and this is my time now as well to prove that I can get a win on these big shows, and that's what I'll be doing on the 24th of January.
You've had a couple of close fights, haven't quite gone your way. I'm sure you feel like you won some of them as well, but do you feel like you might need to take it out of the judges' hands?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's something that we've been working on, something I've been working on heavily in my training. Getting the strength up, getting the power. Sparring has been going very, very well recently. We've still got so long to go, but you know, the power's coming, and you know, I know I've got power. I've not proved it yet. I've not shown it. But yeah, on the 24th, if I can, I'm not going to go out looking for it. I never do. But if it comes, then you know, I'll be pleased, and I think I'm definitely more than capable of getting him out of there.
And you've sparred in the past as well, Josh. Can you take anything from that?
No, I'm not going to say this happened and that happened in the sparring. I'm not like that. But sparring. The fight's a completely different ball game. But I'm confident going into this fight. when I've needed to step up, I've stepped up. Like you've seen against Lewis Wood, against my English title fight, I stepped up and stopped him in round 4, so I'm just buzzing for this extra little step up in this fight.
Okay, one final one for you, Josh, actually, because I was on your Instagram, and it looks like one of your fans is one of the most famous men in the world, in Johnny Depp. Will he be watching on?
Yeah, it's a pretty mad one. Yeah, he's going to be watching. Who knows? If he's not too busy, he might be there himself. We'll see.
Okay, we look forward to that. I'm sure Frank can sort him out a ticket. Great stuff. We look forward to that fight. Brilliant. Alex Murphy and Josh Holmes. Okay, let's move to the middleweight division. The return of Nathan the Hitman Heaney, former British champion, takes on the former Welsh middleweight champion Jerome Warburton. And Nathan, I'm going to start with you, because I've heard you say that this year coming up, 2026, will be the final year of your career. What a big moment for you.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a great career so far. I think I'm getting into my 9th year as a professional now. And it's just one of them. It's more so, because I've always said I'll retire from boxing when I'm still good, as opposed to boxing retiring me. So I'm going to give everything I possibly can to still achieve the dream of fighting at Stoke, because I do believe that can happen, provided I can win on the 24th. But yeah, we just go as big as possible this year, and then yeah, see where it goes.
Obviously, the last time you boxed at the Carp Live, it didn't go your way, but it was a bit of a strange one because it then got ruled a no contest. Have you got kind of demons you need to exercise in this arena?
No, you can look at it from that way, but the venue's a venue. It's a great venue, to be fair. It'll be really, really good. But yeah, no, the fact that I've been here before, and whether it went my way or not, makes no difference whatsoever.
But the city does make a difference. This is the city that you became British champion, right? Yeah,
well, originally I was scheduled to fight December 13th, and I thought it was potentially going to be at the AO Arena, which would have been like amazing. But like I say, it will make no difference in regards to where it is. But yeah, it's Manchester's a very special place. I do love the city. I have a great Christmas night out as well, which is going to be put on hold this year. But yeah, other than that, it's really, really good.
Jerome Warburton, let's hear from you then. I mean, this is all set to be Nathan Heaney's final year of his career. He's got that dream of fighting at Stoke. What is your dream? What is your intention coming up?
Yeah, so first I'd just like to say thank you to Queensbury and Frank Warren for having me on the show. But, you know, all due respect, but, you know, you think you're getting your dream in Stoke City Stadium, it's over. So, you know, I'm here to prove a point. You know, I'm here to right my wrongs as well. Obviously, it didn't go my way when I challenged for the British title. But, yeah, I'm here to just show everyone, you know, this is where I belong.
What do you make of Nathan Heaney?
Listen, all due respect, he's a former British champion, so you can't take anything away from him. You know, he puts bums on seats, and, you know, I'm quite happy, to be fair, that he's actually taken a fight, because he got offered it last February, and, you know, he didn't take it. But we won't explain on what happened on that night, you know, when he should have fought me. But, yeah, no, he's a good guy, you know what I mean? But the thing is, he's got to try and get past me now, and that's not going to happen. So, you know, all due respect, see him on the night.
Jerome, just another one for you. After your fight with Kieran Conway, a lot of the talk was that you were going to move down to super welterweight. You've stuck at middleweight. You've taken this fight. Why is that? Do you see Nathan as a kind of vulnerable fighter that you can beat?
Not at all. You know, obviously, like I said, he's a former British champion. You can't take that away from him. But, you know, I think this is my weight to dominate. And, you know, the middleweight division is open at the moment, so I'm still available for great nights. And, you know, yeah, obviously I got beat by Kieran Conway, but he's a world level fighter, you know, and obviously the better man won on the night. But, you know, I'm back where I belong. I've worked hard for it, so yeah, I'm excited.
Nathan, final one to you here. I mean, Jerome says essentially that your Stoke dream, January 24th, is over.
Yeah, well, that makes for an even better fight, doesn't it? Because, yeah, he's there to obviously cause the upset.
And I will.
Yeah, it's good, like, because when the bright lights are on you in a big venue like
that, which I've experienced.
You haven't experienced these, but this is quite good actually, because DAZN, this is my first time on the platform, and I can't wait for my Stokies to be there, because they're going to take over the place.
Football fans. They're not boxing fans, they're football fans.
Well,
let's get that straight.
Well, they're my supporters. Whether they like boxing, whether they like football, doesn't really matter. They're there to support me, so...
And I'm going to take some of them from you, just remember that.
Yeah.
When you're finished, they're going to be coming with me.
Well, maybe so, maybe so. But you got to do the job first, haven't you?
Yeah, and come January 24th, I will. You think I'm missing my Christmas dinner for this?
You've got to
mate.
You've got to miss that Christmas dinner. You look a bit fluffy, to be fair.
Oh, my, yeah.
Make sure you miss
it. Don't worry about it, pal.
That Christmas dinner, pal.
Great stuff. Okay, brilliant, Nathan. Nice to have a bit of back and forth at a Nathan Heaney press conference. Really looking forward to that fight. Let's stay in the middleweight division where we've got the Queensbury debut of Dr. Steele. Shaquille Thompson takes on the former British champion Brad Pauls. I'm going to start with you, Shaquille, because I've heard you referred to as one of the best kept secrets in the middleweight division. But listen, a stage like this, a platform like this, that secret, that's going to come out.
Yeah, definitely. Firstly, I'd like to say a big thanks to Queensbury, Frank Warren, my manager Kevin Marie, and the team for having me on the show. Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to it. I've been putting a lot of hard work in behind the scenes, which you all know, and now it's time to let everyone see what it is I can do on the big stage. And it's an honour to be fighting Brad Pauls, a former British champion. But January 24th, you're going to see something spectacular, I promise you all.
Well, it looks like you're going straight into the toughest fight of your career. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
So why do you win? Why do you beat Brad Pauls?
I'm just better than him in every single department. I'm a better boxer. I'm better on the inside, outside. And I just believe everything I do is better than what Brad Pauls does. He's got experience, but that ain't going to matter on the night.
Well, let's hear from Brad Pauls. You've got an opponent who says he's better on the inside, better on the outside. Everything you've got, he's got covered, basically, Brad.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me back, Queensbury. It's nice to not be on Small Hall no more. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, he sounds confident. He should be confident. He's undefeated, high knockout ratio, just been signed, and relatively untested. So I suppose that's why I'm here, but I have my own ambition. Love to get my British title back, and winning a fight like this opens all sorts of doors and loads to gain. So yeah, I suppose we'll see January 24th. What's what?
You don't really take easy fights. You don't get easy fights on Queensbury shows, Brad. It's Nathan Heaney, Denzel Bentley, and now you've got this unbeaten southpaw who's knocked out 5 in a row. It's are we going to get the usual fireworks from Brad Pauls?
Yeah, you are what you are. It'll be the same old for me, 100% everything I got. I don't think loads of people are rushing to fight Shaquille, but it doesn't bother me. I'd fight absolutely anyone, especially with so much to gain. So, yeah, I think the styles will gel well. I haven't seen too much of Shaquille, but I know obviously he's a decent fighter. And from me, you'll just get the same as always, 100% everything I got.
Shaquille, can we expect this knockout streak that you're on? Is that just going to continue past Brad Pauls? Never been stopped, of course.
I'm not looking for no stoppage. I never ever look for a stoppage or a knockout, and they just come. But January 24th, yeah, it will be coming.
Brad, final one to you. He says he's going to stop you January 24th.
Yeah, good luck. I'll be trying to do the same. Be a good fight. All the best. See you January 24th.
I'll be the first man to stop you. Mark that.
That's what Denzel said.
Well, we'll see. I'm not Denzel.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Frank, let me just bring you in on this one as well. Brilliant fight. Dr. Steele, first fight with Queensbury as well, and Brad Pauls, a man that we very much know on these big shows. Talk to us about this one.
It's a good fight. Obviously, we welcome Shaquille on board, and Brad's been with us, and he's been involved in some great fights. And this is going to be a good fight. It's a well-matched fight for both of them. He's on his journey undefeated, Shaquille. Brad needs to get himself back. He said he wants to get back and fight for the title. Well, there's the opportunity. The winner of this will get a big title shot, I'll guarantee it. So you've got it there, all to do, boys.
Good stuff. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Shaquille Thompson. Thank you, Brad Pauls. Let's move to a fight I'm very excited about. Featherweight division, Zach Miller, Liam Davis, or Liam Davis, Zach Miller. I'm going to start with you, Zach, because after your win over Leon Woodstock, I did say to you, what about a fight with Liam Davis? Steve was there, your coach, he was nodding his head. You seemed up for it as well. Did you really expect it to be next?
Do you know what? Just want to say a massive thank you to Frank, Queensborough, DAZN, my team, for putting on another massive night in Manchester. Being from Manchester, you know, it's massive for the sport as well. But no, the fight with Liam, it's a mega fight. You've got to look at it, the featherweight division, it's stacked. In the country, you've got Nick Ball, Nathaniel Collins, then you've got us two. And we're getting it on. No, 24th of Jan, massive night, and yeah, I'm excited.
Liam, let's bring you in here. What did you think? Because after your last fight, after your win over Kurt Walker, your featherweight debut, I heard you talking about names like Bruce Carrington, even Nick Ball, guys like that. You were really shooting up. What did you think when you got Zach Miller presented?
I just wanted to fight, so I was just desperate to fight. They put up Zach Miller, I'm not going to say no. Of course, yeah, I stated I wanted I wanted one of the two boys in front of me, Nathaniel Collins, Nick Ball, one of the champions. I understand me sitting here saying I can beat them. Anyone can do so. January 24th, I got to turn up and make you all believe what I know. I can become a featherweight world champion.
Is this a major test for you, Zach Miller? Sorry, that's me asking you, Liam Davis, if you see Zach as a major test.
Every fight's a test. He's coming to win, but unless I lost, I don't think this fight would have happened. So that's boxing, it. That's the way it goes. This is his chance. He's a nice kid. But January, I got to smash his head in.
Your mic is live, Zach.
Yeah, as Liam said, you know, we want to move on. The winner of this can move on to them top boys, you know. Got to go in there and got to do the job. And as Liam said, he wants to smash me head in. But I'm going to smash his in.
You defo can't believe that, brother. No way.
I wouldn't be here, Liam. Come on.
You could. Let's be realistic. You're hoping to outbox me. You know you're not going to knock me out or nothing like that, innit?
Listen,
you're coming to outbox me.
I've spoke to my team. We're going to get a plan together. You've seen the plan. I get my boxing together at night, and I do outbox you.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. For me, though, I'll be honest, you're a good kid. You're too simple for me, brother. I'm a level above. And I get that it's cocky and sounds arrogant.
No, it's cool.
But January the 25th, I'm going to make a post and say, I told you all, but I like you. We met a few times. You're a good kid, and I'm sorry for what's coming.
So do you think you're going to chin me?
No, I know I will.
What? Eh?
Nah, I will. Because I said you're too basic for me, brother.
Liam.
Your best career is your majority draw to Nathaniel Collins.
Yeah, but do you really think you're going to chin me?
No, I don't think it. I know.
He's not a prayer.
Okay.
He's not a jams pal.
Okay, you got to say that.
Liam, you built like a cheese string. Liam.
Brother,
come on.
Brother, you can say what you want. But I could knock you out
Liam.
now, all the 24th. Easy.
Liam, there's not a chance. Pot noodle kid.
Well, you've seen me put them on the floor. Oh, you can play this off all you want, but you've seen it.
Frank, let me bring you in here. What a wonderful fight in the featherweight division, and what great words we've just heard.
It's all very technical. Look, it's both of them 17-1. Again, it's a fight where a lot is at stake for the winner and for the loser, and the winner will go on and fight for a big title, and again we'll make sure that happens. It's a great fight between the both of them, and it's an interesting fight, and I'm telling you, people, you better buy your tickets, because every fight on this card is a good fight, and we're going to sell out, and this will sell out very soon. And this fight between these two guys is going to be something special.
Absolutely. Tickets are flying, by the way, on the pre-sale. So best of luck, Liam Davis. Best of luck, Zach Miller. Let's head to light heavyweight. And I'm sure we've all seen the video now, ringside, from a couple of weeks ago, where Willie Hutchinson was pulled into an interview with Ezra Taylor. They said a few things. There was a push, there was a pull, and they ended up getting separated by security. Well, they are now scheduled to fight on this show. Very much looking forward to this. And I'll start with you, Willie Hutchinson, because we've all seen the clip now from ringside. What is your version of events? And Ezra, if you disagree, feel free to chime in.
What do you mean,
What
version?
happened ringside? Why was there a bit of a push? What did he say that upset you? What happened?
To be honest with you, I can't really remember, Dev. I was too busy thinking of knocking his 2 front teeth out, if you want to know the honest truth.
You didn't know, did you? Why did you stop?
So, basically, to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to my next fight, and it's this man here. It wasn't supposed to be who was supposed to fight, but it is what it is, and it's money in the bank. It's January, innit? Got a baby on the way. Get some money. Push on. Become world champion. It's all I'm interested in. I mean, let's be completely honest. I was amateur Scottish, British, European, world amateur champion. I've fought in the likes of Wembley. I believe I've boxed some decent lads. I wouldn't say great, but they've definitely been all right. I was where he was when I was 19, 20-year-old. I had the exact same record as him when I was 20. You know what I mean? I fought the similar likes of men as what this man's fought. The man's 30. If he was a young lad, I would understand, but when you start hitting that age, you can't improve anymore, I don't believe. I believe you're stuck in mud in a way.
Ezra, Willie Hutchinson's made it clear that he feels that you are where he was 7 years ago.
So let's break this down then. So if you was where I am now, 7 years ago, how the hell are we here? You must be like a failed prospect or something, because 7 years from now, I'm going to be a world champion.
I'm going to let you all know it wasn't any field of boxing really. It was personal life stuff of myself.
We're not in the courthouse. We don't care for all of that. What are we talking about?
To be honest,
we're talking about boxing, brother.
I'm as happy as I've ever been, if you want to know the truth, in my personal life. I mean, this fella's a meaning to an end to me.
Man, get this guy on an advert or something, man. It doesn't make any sense.
No, really, it's a meaning to an end. Let's be completely honest. It's a meaning to an end. I'm just looking forward to my fight, 24th of January. Be there when I knock this fella's back out, put him on his back, and I'll steal them glasses off him while I'm at it.
Yeah, he could try it, man. It won't suit you with your big head.
And you know the difference of a person, yeah? This is a difference of a person. Now, everyone's got their own thing of the self. But this man, when he was coming to push me, the difference is I was willing to take this man's 2 front teeth out. This man thought it was all a joke, and he was funny. Like he was having a laugh with it, and that's the difference. There's people that's mean and stuff, and there's people that's blaggers. I've been around the game since I've been 9 years old. I've seen people come and I've seen them go. I've hanged about the same type of people. That's exactly what you are. The difference is of a man who's going to do something, and there's a man who's this is all for whatever reason.
Willie,
I'll stop it at that.
Willie,
I could talk to you all day. I'm actually really enjoying it.
You proper could. I could listen to you as well.
This is absolutely fantastic. I want you all to tune in live on
DAZN, my brother.
And DAZN.
Flipping hell.
And whatever it is.
You're a mess.
And it's going to be a very good night of boxing. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm feeling very good, man.
Anyways, Dev.
I'll push it back over to you, Dev.
Anyway, Dev, can I take the mic? Is it?
Ezra, we've heard a lot from Willie. Let me just ask you this. We've seen the Hutch train run so many guys over. Why are you not going to get run over by the Hutch train?
I ain't getting run over by him.
Yes! Go on, Dev.
This guy's bonkers.
Tell him. Tell him.
What's wrong with this kid? This guy is crazy, man. I don't know what he's on.
Tell him, Dev.
I don't know what he's about. Listen, I'm here. I'm serious, right? Talking about 7 years ago and etc. But let's talk about right now.
It's the truth.
I've worked my way up. Yeah.
What are you on about? I could have beat you when I was 19.
Shut your mouth.
For goodness sake, I can't believe it.
Relax, man.
But it is what it is.
Just chill out just for a sec. Please.
It's January. The rent needs paid, and I need some money.
You hear how he's motivated?
And you're the only one that's capable of getting.
You see what he's motivated by? He's motivated by money. You see me? I don't care for money. Real talk, I don't care for money. I'm here because I sacrifice everything. You think I care for money? You think I'm getting paid big money? I don't care about having babies on the way and stuff like that. I want to become a world champion. Yeah, listen to what I'm saying.
You've had 30
I want to become a world champion. I ain't got time to talk about money and all that stuff there.
You're 30-year-old.
See, on the 24th of January, I'm going to batter you. Yeah? And you're going to see what serious motivation is. You see what serious motivation is. You'll see it. You're going to see it.
Why is he talking like me? I'm going to batter you. That's me, son.
You didn't say that. You haven't said that at all. In this press conference, you haven't said that.
Son.
You're not going, wait, girl. What are you talking about? You're screaming, brother. You on about? I don't want to be like you. You're nothing like me, that's for sure. Not even a fraction of it.
But I don't want to be like you, son. You obviously want to be like me.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that you were going to be like me. Willie Hutchinson. Hey, you're a silly boy. Hey, your name's Silly Hutchinson. That's you. Silly Hutchinson, that's your new name. There's no way I'm calling you Willie again. I promise you that. Silly Hutchinson, you're a madman. You're a madman. And you know what, though? It's going to be a good fight because he is slick. And he's got a bit about him. Of course I am. He's got a bit.
Good fight.
He's got a bit about him, man. And I can't wait to really put this level in his face, man.
Son.
Put who on their back? What are you talking about? Who's getting put on their back? No one's getting put on their back, and that's what we had a conversation of when we was ringside that time. He's talking about, oh, I'm no good and whatever else, but clearly I must be decent because you're fighting me now on the 24th.
You're the only one to take it. That's the only thing.
It must be, hey, that must say a lot.
I believe
that must say a lot.
That very soon I'll probably be the best light heavyweight champion of the world in this 2026. This man's coming with 13 fights. If I can't do the job on you, my dreams and things is all out the window.
It's all out the window now, mate. It's floating in the air somewhere, I'll tell you that, because you ain't got it in your hands.
It's January, the rent needs paid, and you're paying it, son.
Okay.
Simple.
Okay, thank you.
I've got a baby on the way, she needs some milk, and you're paying it.
Congratulations, by the way, Willie Hutchinson.
Thank you very much.
Congrats.
Frank, just a word on this brilliant fight and what it's like just being sat next to Willie Hutchinson. You've been laughing your head off, Frank.
No, this is great, all this. It's good fun, and these guys, obviously, they've got great self-belief in themselves, and we're going to see who's the best on the 24th. Again, it's another great fight on the card. I mean, it's got the hallmarks of a really, really good quality fight and could be one of the fights of 2026.
Absolutely. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Willie Hutchinson. Thank you, Ezra Taylor. OK, let's move to the main event, the return of Moses Itauma, the rising heavyweight sensation, in with a man whose really fight fans have been asking for him to fight, in Jermaine Franklin. And Jermaine, I'm going to start with you because I saw your tweet. Your tweet said that this fight is about respect and sacrifice, and that you are coming to shock the world. What is the mindset? Tell us what you're thinking heading into this.
First, I want to say thank Frank, Queensberry. This is probably one of the best press conferences I've ever been a part of. Y'all young boys got me fired up today, but yeah, you know, I come to show that I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior. You know, I'm a warrior every time in and out the ring, and I come to show the fans that.
You know, fight fans, pundits, they've all been saying Jermaine will give him rounds. Jermaine Franklin, he's the guy that can give Moses rounds. They haven't been saying, you're a big danger man, you're going to beat him, you're going to test his chin. They've been saying you'll give him rounds. Have you felt disrespected by this kind of narrative?
No, it's fuel to the fire. I've been proving people wrong my whole life. There's nothing new.
Do you think it might be too much too soon for Moses?
I mean, in my opinion, Moses is a great fighter. He's a good fighter. He got a lot of potential. So I really can't answer that if it's too soon for him. You know, him and his team work on what they work on, so they know what they know. But I just say be prepared to come fight. Nothing's easy.
What sort of danger do you bring on January 24th to Moses Itauma?
I think I bring a lot of danger. In my personal opinion, I'm a little awkward. I can do stuff from different positions, you know, stuff that's hard to adjust to. So I think I'm a huge danger factor in the fight.
Do you think there'll come moments in this fight, because he hasn't been beyond 6 rounds, do you feel there'll come moments where he'll start to question himself, he'll start to doubt himself, because he's been in places that he hasn't been before? Do you think that will happen in this fight?
I mean, as a fighter, me personally, I'm a little different, so I think we all got the highest confidence in ourselves. So, you know, I really can't tell you if that will happen in a fight, but if it does happen, hopefully I can see it and capitalize.
Well, let's bring in Moses Itauma. This is Jermaine Franklin here, a fight that fight fans have been calling for. I think your team's been calling for. Management, promoter, I think you've been calling for it. Tell us why.
No, 100%. I'd like to say thank you very much to Frank Warren for putting this fight on DAZN, for hosting us, and all the guys that are on here. I'm a bit annoyed that Willie Hutchinson versus Ezra Taylor's on this show, because I really wanted to watch it. Jermaine Franklin, great fight, great fighter. The guy's just come off a great win with Ivan Ditchko. I mean, the reason why everybody feels like it's a perfect fight, because what he does well, it's question marks on my career. So I believe this fight is the best for my development. Not only that, it's like I can finally like shut a few people up. It's just the only one that I ain't trying to get answered is how's Moses Itauma's chin. Ain't nobody trying to answer that one.
Well, Jermaine, do you think you will be testing Moses' chin? He doesn't want to really have it tested, but do you think you'll be testing it?
Yeah, I'm gonna test everything in this fight. You know, it's nothing's easy, so he's gonna have to work for it. I'm gonna come to fight. I'm a warrior. You know, I'm gonna be able to get stuff off. So, yeah, I think I will be able to test it.
What happens, Moses, if we hear ding ding round 7? What happens if we go past 6 rounds? What are you envisaging?
Bro, it might not get there. It might not get there. And if it does get there, then them questions are finally answered. So you guys are just going to have to wait, tune in and see.
Jermaine, it will be round 27 for Moses. It will be round 150 for you as a pro. How do you make that experience gap tell?
I think the experience helps me in the long run. I probably know some smaller, finer details inside and out the ring, you know, that could help me experience-wise. So I just use it to my advantage. You know, if I could see that he's lacking some experience where I got some, I just use it to my advantage.
We've seen other guys come along. Marius Wack was supposed to take him rounds. Dempsey McKean took Hrgovic so many rounds. He couldn't take Moses rounds. Dillian White only lost to the best. Why are you different then, Jermaine?
Because I'm not them. I'm Jermaine Franklin Jr. I'm a warrior inside and out, and I die for this. So he's going to have to do the job. I'm not laying over for nobody.
Is it nice, Moses, to have someone who does seem to have a lot of fire in this fight, who's really coming for you on January 24th?
I believe Dempsey McKean had the same fire, Mike Balogun had the same fire, Dillian White had the same fire, so it's nothing new. It's nothing new. So I feel like even though I've been in this pro game for only 2.5 years, I feel like it's been 10. So like I said, just this boxing stuff is just something that I've got to do. It's like I don't like to not be in the gym. So when Jermaine Franklin came to my attention, I was just like, you know what, my coaches and trainers have been asking for this fight for so long, so I'm like, let's make it happen.
What's the key to success for you in this fight?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Have you seen Jermaine around? He's been up in the gym a few times, sparred Fabio Wardley, I believe. Have you been around each other much?
Yeah, of course. Like, he's been in a few camps with Fabio. I believe I saw him like 2-3 weeks ago in the gym. Listen, like, there's a mutual respect between fighters, especially heavyweights, because like if you're able to put yourself in a position where you can be embarrassed or you can take basically like your respect and your manhood away, I believe you got to put some respect on every fighter's name. Like I said, I got a great fighter in Jermaine Franklin. I respect him, but I guess in order for you to chase your dreams, you're going to have to upset others.
Is there a perfect scenario for you in this fight? Is it like a round 7, round 8 knockout? Then you get the rounds, you get the knockout. Is there something that you've got in mind, or is it just it is what it is?
Jermaine Franklin's obviously here to give me a couple rounds, but he's here to win. So as easy it is for people just to say that he can give me a couple rounds, like I've got to live up to them high expectations. So for me, it's just to win. Whether it's in round 1, round 2, round 3, my goal is to win, and I guess his goal is to win as well. And I guess if we get to the later rounds, we get there. If not, then we go home early, boys.
Jermaine, what will the world be saying about you on January 24th after this fight?
The world going to be seeing how great of a fighter I am, what type of talent I have, potential I still got, and what I can do.
Moses, final word to yourself. Big show in Manchester, headlining again. I feel like you'll probably be headlining for the rest of your career now. It's a big moment for you. I'm not sure you've boxed in Manchester yet. Step up fight. Tell us how you're feeling about this.
It's good. It's good. I actually have boxed in Manchester. I won my first ever national title as an amateur in Manchester, so not as a professional. I'm looking forward to it.
OK, Frank, let's bring you in for a final word. There's your heavyweight main event, the step up for Moses Itauma. Tell us your thoughts.
Again, this is a test for Moses. We're going to see what he's all about. He's fighting in Jermaine an excellent fight through I think he's had double the amount of bouts that Moses had, and we're delivering what everybody wants. And they're all asked in this question. So, as Moses said, we'll find out on the 24th. You know, we believe in him. We've believed in him from day one. And if he comes through this, I generally believe 2026, if he comes through this, I believe he'll be fighting for a world title. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds very good. Brilliant stuff. Well, that is your press conference. Tickets are on pre-sale right now with the Co-op Live. They'll be on pre-sale with the Queensberry Club tomorrow and general sale Wednesday. Do not miss this, the hottest ticket in town with the hottest heavyweight prospect, Moses Itauma, in against Jermaine Franklin, celebrating 45 years of Frank Warren with a wonderful card. We'll see you soon. Back to you, Ade.
Thank you very much, Dev. 45 years, that's some doing, isn't it?
It is some doing.
45 years in the boxing game isn't easy.
It's no joke, and it's clear to... I mean, he's made possibly the biggest impact on British boxing, could we say?
Yeah, 100%. And he continues to do it. Obviously, this card shows why. This Magnificent 7 card, January the 24th, headlined by Moses Itauma versus Jermaine Franklin, and a crazy Chief Support light heavyweight showdown between Willie Hutchinson and Ezra Taylor, who are going to do face-offs here, by the way. So anything could happen here between those two. I think it kicked off well with Akeem Fiaz and Jordan Flynn. I knew that it was going to be a lively press conference because those two kind of got it going straight away.
You know what? I think that one's slightly going under the radar 100%. A little bit. They're both slick fighters. They've got good hand speed, good footwork. So I'm really intrigued to see how that one's going to go. And as we saw there's a bit of needle there, which obviously always makes it a little bit more
Moses,
fun.
you can do whatever you want. It's okay. It's fine.
Here we go. We've got the man here with us.
Let's have a quick word.
You know what I mean? I just walk through this as if you lot ain't doing it.
It's okay. No, that's okay. It's only live TV. It's fine, Moses.
What's going on?
How is that? What's it like? Obviously, look, you've seen Jermaine. We did a face-off a bit earlier.
Of course.
When you're going back and forth here, how are you finding his body language?
I don't really pay too much attention to all this stuff, you know. Like, Dev just asked me just before the press conference. It was like having to deal with like Dylan White's antics, as in like making me wait in the ring and all that stuff. Like for me, that shows a little bit of weaknesses because I feel like you don't have enough confidence to beat me fair and square. So, I mean, he seems up for it.
Yeah.
That's what we want. But like I said, I'm a little bit annoyed that Ezra Taylor, Willie Hutchinson is on my show because I really wanted to watch it.
You can watch it while getting your hands wrapped, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
The screen there. That's a good fight, though, isn't it? That's a really good fight.
And Willie Hutchinson's entertaining, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very. Well, what's it like? Go on, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask. You're a stoic guy. You know, you're very calm. You're very composed.
I don't want to be.
You don't want to be?
No, it's just.
You want to be a bit more animated?
Yeah, 100%. Someone told me the other day I look like I take life too serious.
I don't know about that, but what I was going to ask is, do you enjoy this process, doing the press conferences, doing the interviews?
I don't mind interviews. I feel like press conference is something that, like, it's happened for so long in boxing, you can't really describe it. It's like a public workout.
Yeah.
Like, it's just such a part of boxing history. Like, to get rid of it now would be like kind of a bit disappointing.
But do you find them boring? Be honest.
A little bit, yeah. But the thing is, I always have respect for the fighters. So it's like, until I meet someone like Willie Hutchinson who's going to be effing and blinding, I don't really know what I'm going to be like.
Yeah, you headline again, and as Dev said there, I mean, I can't ever imagine you now being co-main event. What's it like knowing it's your face? This is your show. This is the Itauma show. There's subplots, but when I look at there, your face is the biggest picture. What's it like being the headline act again?
You know, I don't pay no attention to this. The reason why I don't is because, like, I never came into boxing and be like, do you know what? I want to sell out this or I want to sell out that. Like, I just wanted to focus on the boxing, get the world titles and whatnot, and fight the people that are there. I'm not too bothered or fussed about this. But yet again, like Tyson told me, like you gotta get paid, get laid, and on to the next.
Yeah, I like it. Get paid, get laid. Yeah, get in, get rich, get out.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're in, money's coming, you can get out very, very soon. All right, I know you got to do a face-off as well. Appreciate you, Moses. Thank you very much. He is stoic.
He's stoic.
Yeah.
You know what though, I love it because I've heard a few people say he needs to kind of talk more, he needs to become more. I'm into it.
I love this. Yeah, I love it. He's going past the camera again. It's okay. No,
he can do what he wants.
He can do what he wants. This is a good one, isn't it? Akeem Fiaz again. We're speaking about this Jordan Flynn, a fight I never expected.
You know what? Flynn said he didn't even have it in his head, but apparently an interviewer asked him about it, and that's kind of how it came around. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, they're both slick. They've both got good footwork. They both got a good jab. So I'm intrigued to see how this one goes.
Yeah, both have had tough defeats as well. Obviously, Jordan Flynn, Cameron Vong, that was a tough defeat because of the back and forth. And it was a fight that got maybe more profile than it should have been for that stage
for sure.
of both of their careers, but he took it and he got stopped.
And it's another one of those fights that we've got a few of on the card where they have 1 or 2 losses on their resume. So they're trying to build their way back up. They're trying to kind of show that they're better than their opponent, obviously, but they're trying to take that step up to British title level or wherever.
Yeah, what I liked as well is a few guys on the card that were like, they've had a fight on the big shows, they've gone to the small shows, and they're happy to be back on the big shows.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's almost like they've gone away, learned, got victories, and now they get another opportunity. And they know it's almost a winner stays on type mentality. Like, okay, I have to win now to stay on the big shows.
Yeah, I think this is the culture that we're seeing being built in boxing now, especially, you know, Frank Warren mentioned a few weeks ago, you can lose and come back. It's
100%.
fine, as long as you put on the good performance. And ultimately, that's what it's like. That's what people talk about with MMA a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
You can lose, as long as you put on a good performance, you're going to be back and the fans are going to love you. Well, as boxing fans, I can tell you, if you lose, whatever, as long as you put on a good performance, I want to see you again, and I think that's what we're starting to see now.
This will be a good fight. Heaney versus Wolverton. Wolverton likes to talk. Heaney not saying much. We know in terms of support, I mean, there's probably no one in the country that has the kind of, maybe a Josh Warrington type support, football fans, right? Lee Wood's got the same thing as well. But Heaney said, you heard it, guys, this is his last year in the sport. He wants to see as far as he can go. This is a tough fight for Heaney, I think. Tough fight for both.
It is, and like you said, he's really intending on 2026 being his last year as a pro.
Is that dangerous talk when you've already got a foot out of the door?
It is, but like we heard him say, he wants to finish boxing
a little
at
bit
his
of a push
best.
and a pull.
He doesn't want. Yeah, he didn't want none of that. He's too sensible. He possibly might be the most sensible man ever. Did you know he was a teacher?
No.
It makes sense though, right?
Completely. Now you say it, I'm looking at him, he's right in front of us. It just completely makes sense. What subjects did he teach? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I'd guess geography.
Yeah, I'm going to say geography or history. Maybe old school RE. Is that still a thing in schools? I don't know. Shaquille Thompson.
This one's going to be interesting. Like Dev said, Thompson, a lot of people are saying, is one of the best kept secrets in British boxing, and we're going to find out.
How is he a middleweight?
Crazy.
Like how is that a guy? How is he a 160 guy? That's incredible.
It wouldn't surprise me at all if he ends up moving up in weight.
Yeah, even to the 175 division. Obviously, look, this is the first time really on the big stage for him, and he seems like he's going to try and make sure that everyone remembers the name and he stays on the big stage. But there is a former British champion in Brad Paul, so
it's
that's
a big
good
step
fight.
up. Yeah, it's a big step up.
It is. It's a big card. It really is a good card. Remember, January the 24th, Co-op Live. This is an interesting one, isn't it? I knew there would be a smile between the two.
Yeah, all of that back and forth is a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but they're definitely going in there to make a statement. Yeah. That featherweight division is really on fire at the moment.
Yeah, headlined in this country by Nick Ball and Nathaniel Collins, but here we have it, Davis versus Miller, two guys that a win, and who knows, right? I mean, who knows what Nick Ball's doing in the summer? You never know, you might get a knock.
Yeah, a win for either one of these guys is going to put him in a great position for next year.
Oh, it was Smiles. It isn't Smiles anymore. Isn't Smiles anymore. This is a great fight. Oh.
He's feeling up the
See, that little, yeah. I like the way they're both doing it. It's almost like they're getting range as well. Again, both the guys just a one defeat, identical record, 17-1. That changes January the 24th. Should be a good fight. Both of these guys supported very well as well. It will sell out this place because there's a lot of ticket sellers, individual ticket sellers on this card.
Each one of these guys coming on, I keep thinking, this could be fight of the night. This could be fight of the night.
Indeed, really can be. Okay, this one might catch a little fire between these two, and security has moved in. No surprise. I really do think this is a fantastic fight. I think Willie Hutchinson is a great fighter, and he proved me massively wrong against Craig Richards. And Ezra Taylor and Dominic Scott's looking a lot better. He's unbeaten. as you can see, a bit bigger than Willie as well. Ezra's a big light heavyweight. Removing Willie's antics, just forget the antics for a second. He's a really good fighter, Ruth.
No, he's legit. Like, you know, I think sometimes, you know, his antics at press conferences stuff maybe take a bit of the attention away from the fact this guy is a legit fighter. You heard what he said about his amateur career. He won numerous national titles. He won a few international titles as well. You don't do that unless you're a quality fighter.
Indeed.
And Ezra kind of touched on it. 7 years ago, he was in the position that Ezra's in now. So in the back of Willie's mind, he might not want to admit it, but he would be hoping to be further along in his career and maybe at some point have had his hands on a world title.
As that man there will be thinking as well, that man being Moses Itauma, who definitely has world title plans. He won't admit it, but he does in 2026. And it is another step up. It is a step up, I believe, from the Dillian White that we saw in Saudi Arabia. Jermaine Franklin coming off a good win on the undercard of Canelo Crawford. He almost feels disrespected, saying that he's just going to give Moses rounds. He's coming for the win here, Ruth.
He is, and you've got to look back at his career, and not only has he fought top level fighters, he's never been down.
Yeah.
But he's a perfect match, and this really is. I'm really looking forward to it.
I am as well. I think it's a really good main event, and I think it's a really good card. I think this Magnificent 7 card, as they all have been fantastic. This is the first one on DAZN, as all the fighters make their way on stage for a few photos. It's an incredible card, actually, when you have a look at it.
It really is, and like we were saying earlier, people talk about undercards not being good enough, etc., etc. This undercard, it's right up there, it really is. I mean, like we just said, I can't pick a fight of the night.
Yeah, and I think there's at least 5 50-50 fights there where you're like, okay, I generally don't know who's going to win this one and how they're going to win it, and that's what fans want. That's what fans moan about, right, on the undercards, where it's an obvious winner. There is no obvious winner on the undercards here.
No. I mean, I think if you look at all of the fighters' records combined, don't quote me because I'm definitely going to get this wrong, I'm terrible with numbers, but there's something silly like 149 wins and 14 losses if you combine all of their records, which is pretty incredible because that tells you all of them have got winning records, and that's what you want.
Yeah, tickets are going to go on pre-sale very soon. You can see the QR code, scan that, so you'll get an alert as to when those tickets go on sale. And look, I'm telling you now, the tickets are going to go very, very quickly. So either you come to the card live or you watch it on DAZN. But either way, you have to make sure that you stay and watch this card because it is a real good one. All right, before we wrap, go on Fight of the Night. I'm going early. Which one do you think will steal the show?
Oh, Fight of the Night. I'm going to go Ezra, you know.
Yeah.
Ezra and Willie, just because I feel like there's so much on the line for both of them. Willie cannot lose this fight. No mistakes about it. If Willie loses this fight, it is a disaster.
Yeah, it's not. I know it's a disaster for Ezra because he will lose his unbeaten record, but he's underdog.
Yeah.
So it's not a big problem for him. You're right. If Willie loses, it's a massive step back. If Willie wins, I mean, I can see a route to a world title shot, which might sound crazy, but he's there.
That's it.
If he would have beat Boatsi, he would have got that.
100%. So if Willie loses, it's disaster. It's kind of snakes and ladders right back down to the bottom. If Ezra loses, so what? He lost to a world-class fighter. So I think that's going to bring out the best in him.
All right, that is January the 24th. Make sure you stay locked in as well. This week on DAZN, it is the big one. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard. An incredible undercard as well. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. Abdullah Mason against Sanders. Jesse Ban Rodriguez on the card, and he's been forgotten. That is this Saturday live on DAZN for myself and Ruth. We'll see you soon.